Visitors are doing more sloshing through water than strolling down Venice's narrow streets. It's the season of high tides, and they're getting higher, as 3 of the worst have happened in the last 10 years. Venice still attracts tourists to northern Italy, though, for a unique experience of a city built in a lagoon.
Hard to look fashionable in Venice when you're slopping around in the rain, but like I said, it's still a beautiful experience being in Venice.
For Venetians, it's the opposite. The high water is having a damaging impact on the city.
The high water level is big tourist attraction. Everyone has fun, but it's a real problem for Venetians. For example, our house is on the ground floor, and so every time there is a high water level, our house gets wet. So for the tourists it's great, but none of the Venetians like it, because it causes a lot of problems.
For years, Venice has faced the environmental impact of rising sea levels. It's a challenge for authorities and those who live in this city.
Venice is a very beautiful city, and it becomes a very special place when the water level is high. But apart from the beauty this phenomenon brings to the city, there are also problems.
High tide was reached an hour before midnight on Tuesday. Venice's famous canals disappeared and most of its streets were submerged. Shopkeepers tried to pump water from their businesses, and entrances to some hotels were flooded.
They've been working on the Mose infrastructure project for 30 years, and as you can see, we still get this.
Construction work on the flood barrier started in 2003, but there are environmental concerns and corruption scandals around the $6.5 billion project. The mayor says this flood, like last year's, is a disaster. The 1.8-meter high tide is the second highest in almost a century. The fear is it will only get worse with climate change. Iolo Dafydd, TRT World.